Good afternoon, students. Hope you all are well. Dear parents, we need your support. Kindly submit your word fees. Dear students, you are watching Class 7 Science, Chapter number 9, Respiration in Organism, Part 6. So let's start, dear students. Gills. Aquatic animals such as fish that live in water take in oxygen that is dissolved in water using special organs is called gills. Dear students, fish has a special organs of breathing called gills found on the both side of its head. The fish breathes by taking in water through its mouth and sending it over the gills. Dear students, gills are found on the either side of a mouth, are covered by a flap. They are well supplied with blood capillaries. The fish takes in water through its mouth and forces it out through the gills. Dear students, I will show you gills in the figure. Gills in the fish. Now, dear student, as the water passes over the gills, dissolved oxygen is observed into the blood, and the carbon dioxide in the water in the blood diffuses into the water. Dear student, the gills are supplied with the blood vessels. The blood vessels of a gills extract dissolved oxygen from its water and sending it to the all part of the body. Dear students, carbon dioxide is brought back by the blood into a gills for expelling into the surrounding water. So in this way, dear students, that respiration takes place in the fishes. Now, dear students, come to the lungs. Amphibians such as frogs, salamanders, newts use lungs for respiration when on the lands and use their moist skin to respire when in the water. Tadpoles, young ones of the frogs is called tadpoles, breathe through the gills as they live in the water. Dear students, fish lives both on the land and in the water. Frogs have a pair of lungs like a human beings, and to breathe the land in the water breathe through the moist skin. All other reptiles, birds, mammals breathe using lungs. Although the whales, dolphins live in the water, they breathe air using lungs. They come up the surface of a water and breathe through a blowhole located on the top of their hole. Dear students, I will show you blowhole of a dolphin. Dear student, when they breathe, dear student, they come up to the surface of the water and breathe through a blowhole. So, dear students, let's investigate, find out the which organs snails use to breathe, make a poster and describe the process. Now, dear student, real word, the lungfish is a fish that has a lungs for breathe in the addition to the small gills. Hence, the fish can survive in the water bodies such as swamp and where little oxygen is available. The fish rises to the water surface to take in air in gulps. Now, the dear student, come to the type of cellular respiration. We have learned that oxygen is required for the respiration. However, some organism can release energy from food without using oxygen. Dear students, we have studied that oxygen is required for the respiration, but some organs such as yeast and some bacteria are not use oxygen for the respiration. Therefore, respiration may be the two type: aerobic respiration or anaerobic respiration. Dear students, now come to the one by one. First, dear student, aerobic respiration, the mode of respiration in which energy is released from food used oxygen is called aerobic respiration. Dear students, the process of oxidation of food with the help of oxygen present in the air to release energy is called, dear student, that is aerobic respiration. Now, dear student, glucose is oxidized by oxygen and broken down into a carbon dioxide and water with the release of a large amount of energy. The chemical reaction is represented as follow equations: glucose C6H12O6 plus oxygen 6O2 gives, dear students, carbon dioxide 6 CO2 plus water, dear students, 6 H2O plus energy, dear student. The aerobic respiration is the most common form of respiration. It is seen in the almost all plants and animals, dear students. Now the dear students, in this respiration, dear student, in this process the sugar breaks down into carbon dioxide and alcohol with the production of energy. The amount of energy is released here is much less as compared to the aerobic respiration. Dear student, in anaerobic respiration the sugar breaks down into carbon dioxide and alcohol with the production of energy. In the anaerobic respiration, dear students, energy is energy is less required, but in a aerobic respiration, dear student, energy is required. The large energy is released, dear students. In this process, in the aerobic respiration, the sugar formed, and due to the process of digestion combined with inhaled oxygen, it breaks down into carbon dioxide and water and energy. So this type of respiration is carried out by almost all the plants and animals. So dear students, hope you understood these aerobic respiration. You have to read this paragraph thoroughly. Thank you students. Stay home. Be safe.